All right, we are going to look at math. So let me share my screen. All right, so in your book, this is on page 27, I believe. I'm going to cross some things out because I just don't think we need them. So we'll cross this page, and then we're going to only cancel half of this page. Okay, so then we're going to zoom down to this part where it says find the sum or difference. Okay, so you're adding or subtracting, so you need to pay attention, and write your answer in simplest form. So this is kind of back to what we've been doing. So first thing you would do is list your multiples. So if I had 12, actually, let me see if I can shrink this somehow. Okay, so if I had, I think it still looks the same. 12 and 3, and I listed the factors of these. I'd have 3, or the multiples, sorry, 3, 6, 9, 12. Here I'd have 12. Okay, actually, change of plans. I need to use the annotation tool. This is going to take up way too much room, I believe. Okay. I can leave that part there, I think. Okay, so anyway, let's try this tool. Okay, so we'd have 3, 6, 9, 12, and then for 12, you start with 12. You already have it, so really you don't need to keep going. You could just to see. So that's going to be our new denominator. So then you're going to do the same thing we've been doing. 5 over 12 and 1 over 3. And then we set this up with our new denominator being 12. And then I think 12 times what gets me 12? That's just 1. So I multiply by 1 on the top. I feel like you all are pretty much getting the hang of this by now. We have 5. 3 times what gets me 12? That would be 4. Then multiply by 4 up top. And then if I look, I was adding here. So I'm doing 5/12 plus 4/12, which 5 plus 4 gives me 9 over 12. Now it says to write it in simplest form. I would really like you to try to simplify these today. So we're going to remember 9/12. I'm going to make some more room. So we have 9 over 12 was our answer when we added those together. And then I have to simplify it. So I'm looking for something I can divide both 9 and 12 by. So there's a couple things I could divide them both by, but I have to make sure it's the biggest. So you could list your factors like we've done in the past. So 9 and 12, which this is probably the best way. And then I'd have 1 and 9 and 3 and 3. And this one I would have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. And then remember we circle the ones they have in common, which is 3 and 1. And that's it. And then you want the biggest one they have in common, which is 3. So then I would divide by 3 on the top. And then I would divide by 3 on the bottom. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So this answer of 9/12 in simplest form would be 3/4. So that's what you're looking for here. Okay, so I would like you to do problem 2. Well, I guess I'll tell you which ones I want you to do in a minute. But I am going to write our answer 9/12 and 3/4 down so that we have it on here so you don't forget. I am going to delete these random things maybe. Sorry for all the technical difficulties apparently today and yesterday. Okay, so we said this was 9/12 once we did all of the work. And then when we simplified it, whoa, we ended up getting 3/4 is our perfect final answer, okay? You are going to do 2, and you're going to do number 3 by yourselves. And then I will do, I'll do number 6 with you. So let me zoom in on this guy. And then I'm gonna do my factors like this. So we have 10, and we have 4. So this would be 10, 20, 30, 40, and then I would do 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then we quickly notice that 20 is what they have. That's the smallest and uncommon. So I would write 9/10 and our 1/4. And this would give us our new denominator being 20. We know it's a multiple of both. 10 times 2 gives us 20. So I multiply by 2 up top as well. 9 times 2 is 18. And then 4 times 5 is 20. So 1 times 5 gives me 5. So now this is a subtraction one, so I have to make sure that I very carefully do this. So I would need to take my 9/10 first, and 9/10 turn into 18/20. So I do 18/20. And then I would subtract the 1/4, which became 5/20. So try that really quick. So your numerator should be 13. And your denominator should be 20. Now, I will tell you this is actually already in simplest form. You cannot simplify this anymore. But if you didn't know that, you can do the same thing we've been doing. So you'd make your chart for 13. You'd make your chart for 20. And then you'd list their factors. So for 20, I'd have 1, I'd have 20. I would have 2 and 10. Can't multiply anything by 3. So then I would have 4 and 5. And then if I hit 5, I know I can stop because I already did it. So 13, I'd have 1 and 13. And that's it. 13's prime. Means you can only multiply it by itself and the number 1. So all they have in common, if you look, is 1. Whoa. Which means if I divided 13 by 1 and 20 by 1, I would end up with the exact same answer. So for number 6, your actual answer is 13/20. So let me clear that and write it down so it stays in the right spot on the page. So our answer here is 13/20. So then I want you to do number 4 by yourself, and I would like you to do number 5 as well. Let me see. And I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna have you do today for math. So you're gonna do 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and that's all. I'm not gonna make you do anything else. So you're looking out. All right.